As with buying any lens, you should look out for the following. Does the aperture work? Is there any fungus? Are there any air bubbles? Is there oil on the aperture blades? Is there any hazing? Is the focus and aperture ring still lubricated well and turned smoothly? This is the common checklist that you should use when buying any pre-owned lens. However, with the Jupiter 9, you will also need to pay close attention to the serial number. This is written on the ring next to the outer element. My serial number is N7406006. The N, I believe, stands for the number. Then the 74 is the year it was manufactured, so 1974. Ideally, you want a lens from 1960 or before, as this was when Zeiss worker control was still in place, effectively meaning that the lenses were all made to Zeiss's tolerances. Like me, you can risk buying a later model, but expect to see more defects like the crazy amount of chromatic aberration and that weird glow. People online state that the 1970s Jupiter 9s are the ones that usually are the worst. Perhaps I just got lucky. In addition to this, you want to look out for a red P. Usually it's written somewhere next to the serial number. This red P is much like Zeiss's red T. It means that the lens has single or multi-coating. So if you aren't a fan of flaring, then you can try your luck with one of these models instead. The original design for the Jupiter 9 was the Zeiss Sonar 85mm f2 and never came with any sort of coating. The internal reflection was reduced in the Zeiss design by cementing 6 elements in 3 groups. This explains why we only see flaring when shooting directly into a very bright light source. This design can still be seen on a non-red P black variant of the Jupiter 9s. The chrome Jupiter 9s usually have single coating. So, once you've decided which model you want, how much should you pay? Ideally, steer clear of the cheaper models on eBay. Many of them have many problems. I bought my model for £90, but bear in mind it came with an air bubble and oil on the aperture blades. You would expect to pick one up for about £130 if you get lucky, and about £160 if you want either the red P or the chrome single coated model. If you have any further questions about buying a Jupiter 9, be sure to leave them in the comments.